So how long have you been in the program with me?
2 months since March 1st.
Okay,
So
was it 2 months? I think that's
yeah,
3 months.
3 maybe. It was. I knew that. I remember March 1st being the first day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, that's
yeah,
3 months.
3 months. Yeah,
April,
three.
yeah, it's 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, sorry, not two. Three.
You good. Yeah, man, take me back to 3 months ago before you joined Jacked Wolf, our coaching program. Where were you at physically and mentally? And just what was your biggest frustration?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. 3 months ago, I was in a place of complacency. Both mentally and physically, where I was fine with where I was at, but I wasn't exactly satisfied or happy with where I am physique wise and just mentally, just because as you kind of know my story, 3 or 4 years ago, different place, was being a lot more active, but yeah, it's kind of where I was at the time when I first joined.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I remember because you said a couple years ago, you were super active, and
And then it just started to, yeah, not just became less active over the years and
yeah.
as much.
What was the cause of that? 'Cause that happens to a lot of guys. Like a lot of guys I talk to, they're like freaking athletes back then. They're like super active, and then like somewhere along the way, they kind of just lose themselves, and they're just like, man. And then they start to compare themselves of when they were the most fit to like where they are now, and then they just like, they get complacent. So like for you, like what do you feel like triggered that to happen for you to just kind of like fall off?
Honestly, from what I can remember, it was more so me stopped playing football. That was probably the big one. That was exactly when I stopped playing football, and when I stopped being as active was when I stopped playing. Because in the team that I was on, we were required to be physically active, to be in shape throughout the season. And the second I decided to not play anymore and just retire from it, then that was kind of the start of that trend of just not feeling the need to do as much anymore, just because I wasn't playing anymore. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's like if you're not playing, then it's like, okay, I guess I don't have to train
train as hard as I used to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Okay.
like you're saying there, it's just I know that's a very similar story to a lot of athletes that don't play anymore and stop doing the things they used to do. So
Yeah,
it's guilty.
gotcha, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before the program too, what have you tried in the past to get lean? And why do you think those things failed to give you like long-lasting results?
Yeah, I still try to work out, do the real basic, simple curls, ab crunches, of course, leg press, just a very simple beginner level type of exercises. But I knew that was part of the reason why I wasn't getting as lean. Primarily it was just because of the dieting.
Yeah.
Eating consistently. There'll be days where I do eat right, but it wasn't on a consistent basis. And part of that was just not knowing what exactly should I be eating and just not having the knowledge that I did before. And, before when I was still, an athlete, I can get away with some of that because I was doing so much cardio with that we did. So you can get away with that, right? But and once you stop doing that, then that's kind of what happened there.
Yeah, I feel you on that. A couple years ago, well, not even a couple years ago, just in the past recently, I would play a lot of pickleball and volleyball, and I would play for hours. And yeah, when you're young and you're super competitive, you got so much energy, you're just burning so many calories, and it's almost like you can almost eat anything and get away with it. But yeah, in your case, when you stop. So when you stopped and you're eating healthy, and then you would kind of just fall off and start eating not healthy foods, like, how did you notice that you were packing on weight and like gaining body fat once you stopped playing sports, and you noticed that you couldn't get away with just like regular eating now?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, and for you, what was the exact breaking point when you realized you couldn't keep doing this on your own and you needed to hire a coach?
Dude, when I went to Puerto Rico in December, on the beach, right? Really nice beach.
Yeah.
Beach pictures. I look back on it. I'm like, man, is that really what it looked like now? Like, I really thought about it. And I was like, and I looked at old pictures of myself when I was at my peak in 2022 for my physique, right? But prior to now being the peak, I was like, oh man, it's not like significant where I'm, real overweight by any means for my stature, but I noticed it and I really thought about it. And New Year's came around, and I'm really thinking about it now. And I'd say that was probably the moment I realized it. It was around earlier this year.
Yeah, so December 2025, last year.
Yeah, like December, like Christmas time, New Year's area when I was on vacation.
Okay, gotcha. So was it after you got back from your vacation, you looked at your photos right away? And
Yeah.
like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Like I look fine, right? Like okay, but it's like, man, maybe I'm just not okay with being just okay, so.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's so exciting to hear. Well, like not like, I'm not like encouraging you to like get out of shape,
no, I get it. It's just like the realization,
Yeah, so many guys feel the same way. Maybe they're not the worst out of shape, like they're not like crazy out of shape, like 300 plus pounds. I mean, even if that happens, I mean, there's things to work around with that. But for you, like, you kind of just notice that you're just like off, like you gained some body fat, and just describe that feeling, man. Like, how exactly did you feel when you looked at yourself? What were those feelings, and what was going through your head? Because when you realized that was still around December, and you didn't join me until March 2026. So you had like 3 months of like you kind of doing whatever you wanted before you hopped on with me. So like, what was going through your head, and how were you feeling?
It was more so a feeling of just being like, man, I remember what I used to be. I see where I'm at now. Those prior 3 months before joining, I was just thinking to myself, okay, I gotta do something, switch something, get in a new routine, get back to my old plan. Just trying to figure it out by hand, and then right around my birthday of February-ish, I'm like, maybe I do need the extra. Just an extra boost or just some extra guidance that I never had before.
Yeah.
Get me there, because, before making a decision in my head, I was thinking to myself, just because it worked for me once doesn't mean that it's going to work for me again. It's a little different, right? Older now, 4 years older than I used to be. Metabolism's a little different. Like you're saying, can't get away with some habits I used to be able to get away with.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. And how old are you?
27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I thought you were younger than me. Okay, got you. Yeah, and did you have any? So this was your first coaching mentorship you've ever done in your life when it comes to fitness coaching?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. Did you have any hesitations or doubts about investing into an online coaching program before we started?
I mean, there wasn't any doubts for the program or you by any means. It's just the investment part being a big part of it, just financially, right? It's just can I set aside some funds every month and not do certain activities every month just to make this work until had some unexpected things, but I don't think those are any doubt by any means. Okay,
cool. Yeah, and we know Anthony, my cousin.
Yeah.
And too. So I think we were talking a little bit about how like I think he told you about how he was in my program and how he got good results. And then do you feel like that was like a pretty big influence on you just even considering me as a coach?
Oh, 100%. Like that was the reason I wanted you to do it. I wanted to go with you.
Yeah.
Someone else is, I want to. It was someone who's local in the community. For sure. My factor was just another Hmong guy. Just that familiarity with the culture and the challenges that some of us Hmong guys face, and so it's a factor. And love Anthony, good friend. So when he was telling me your story and his story with you, I completely trusted Anthony, and I was like, okay, Johnny's gonna be my guy. If I want to do this. And, prior to me reaching out, I know he talked about it quite a bit, and just talked about his cousin Michael too, and his story. And I remember meeting Michael, and he was a pretty jacked guy at the time I met him.
Yeah,
he was like,
it's crazy. I didn't even know you met him.
I met Michael and at a party that I hosted for everybody, and I thought he was pretty big guy, like jacked.
Yeah.
And Anthony was like, he didn't used to be this. I'm like, really? And he showed me a picture of how he was. I'm like, oh, wow, that's quite a change. And he said, yeah, all because he went with my cousin Johnny's program.
Yeah.
So
sick. Wow, he never told me that.
I met Michael and him, and then he shared his story. Anthony shared his own story, so that was definitely a big influence on why I knew that going with you was the right decision.
Cool.
It's just anyone else, right?
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's crazy. Wow. Awesome, man. Yeah, that's great. And speaking about your experience inside the coaching program, specifically, like when you first got inside our coaching app and you started the program, what surprised you the most about the diet part and the training? Like, just what were your first thoughts of like, okay, this is the diet plan and training plan that Johnny gave me? I'm curious.
Yeah, no, when you gave me the program of the dieting and just some of the early workouts that I remembered, I didn't realize it could have been that simple. As in, like,
right?
Not saying that like it wasn't sophisticated in any means, but the examples you showed, I love seeing the examples because I guess I would have never thought about that. When I think of dieting, right, traditionally, like most people would, you think of like bland chicken and brown rice or something. Like like the stereotypical like bland food, right? And when you show them those pictures and say, you still can be enjoyable. Also finding the right diet to lose weight. I thought was a sign of relief, because when I joined, I'm like, oh man, is it gonna be what I used to do, where I just eat grilled chicken or baked chicken every day, and like the stereotypical diet meals. But no, I was happy to see that at least, and say like, oh, there is some flexibility, right? And I thought that was incredibly helpful, and just the educational part of it, being informative. Hey, it doesn't have to be this one way. There's a different avenue that you can approach this with.
Cool. Yeah, that's a lot of, and the thing too is some clients, some clients, they don't catch on as fast. Like some clients, they need a little bit more guidance, and so for you, I never asked you to show me pictures of your meals, and the reason why is because you were getting good results week by week already. So the rule that I have in my coaching is, if you're getting good results, don't change anything unless like I actually have to do something. But for some clients who are, sometimes their weight is stalled and they don't understand what's going on, and I know for sure like 95% of it is their dieting. So when that happens, if someone's weight stalls, then I tell them, okay, I need to start seeing pictures now. I need to see what's actually going on. And for you, I remember you didn't even, I never asked you to, but like you would show me like your burrito bowl or something like that.
The burrito wrap, yeah. I'm still
Yeah.
eating that too. Still.
Yeah,
Just,
dude.
you know.
It's that simple. Like you
Yeah.
pick, and this is something I gotta go over in the program more. And I've been posting content about this, but you want to have like 5 meals that you enjoy, that's high protein, that you actually enjoy. And quite honestly, you're going to be eating those, like if you want to stay in shape, you're going to be eating those meals as often as you can.
Right.
So, you know, you want to find ways to like not get tired of it. But honestly, when you're lean, when you're doing the fasting, when you're lean, it's weird. This concept is super cool. When you're lean and you're not tracking food, but you're being very aware of what you're eating, it makes like kind of boring food taste a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because when you take out the junk food, your taste buds, they get adjusted. Like their sensitivity gets higher. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the theory of relativity or something. If I gave you a chocolate bar, like a super good tasting chocolate bar, or like Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and then immediately after I told you to eat a banana or some real fruits, the fruits are not going to taste as good because you just had like the best tasting dessert beforehand. So like whatever you're used to is like your standard for tasting food. So if you slowly take away all of your super processed junk foods and you start eating clean foods, then your taste buds, they adjust to actually enjoying the clean foods. So speaking of that, I mean, just how was your experience when it came to like the taste of your dieting? Because I'll be real, like you probably, you know, the clean foods they're not going to taste like super, super good, but taste good enough for you to actually be consistent with it. So like kind of explain that side.
Yeah, no, in terms of that, I just try to find ways to mix up just a little bit. You know, I love beef, beef guy, so I still want to find ways to incorporate, you know, that in terms of my taste buds. And, you know, what I've done before is just use, you know, different seasonings, different sauces, just throw on top of there, knowing that, hey, this is going to be, you know, an extra like 50 calories, for example, but it's worth it just to keep my taste fresh, and just be able to consistently not get tired of eating clean food.
Yeah.
Again, I'm still doing that now, even after, just to mix it up and do that as well. But, you know, now, like you're saying, my taste buds have adjusted, and I did notice that. You know, I do enjoy fruits more than I did before.
Yeah.
And, you know, just some of the foods just, you know, it just kind of grosses me out now, especially with the fatty shit.
Oh,
you know, like
dude, talk about that. Dude. I love that. Talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, like, for example, but the one that can come off the top of my head was just, you know, like if you want to have a party, get like Domino's pizza, right?
Yeah.
Easy, accessible, you know, it's tasty to some degree, but then, you know, I remember just feeling like, man, this tastes like, it makes me feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then now I'm like, I don't want that feeling. I'd rather just either get a really light pizza from somewhere else, or don't even eat pizza that at all, or you know, I just reconsider what I put in my body now, and I'm like aware versus before.
That, man.
I mean, you know, I'm not like calorie counting like every single calorie I'm eating every day, but just being, you know, when I go to the store, I look at the back, just, you know, just a quick check for the calorie count. I'm like, all looks really good for that dessert. Ooh, it's a little too much. You know, do I really want to do this? Put this in my body? You know, and just stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that, man. And see, if we were still continuing the coaching, like I never even had you track calories, right? I just had you on portion size. Right. Oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah. So the fact that you're able to, once you have the knowledge of tracking calories too, it makes you so aware of, oh shit, do I really want to put this in my body? Is it going to be worth it? Right. So that's such a great skill that you learned, honestly, right there. Just being aware. Most people are not even aware. Like they don't know how bad certain foods are. So especially with calorie tracking, like for me, I'm calorie tracking right now, and I'm on a slow cut. So I'm a very small deficit, like 100 to 200 calories. So I'm barely losing body fat, but I'm doing that because when you're really lean already, you can't rush it. Otherwise, you're just gonna feel way too hungry. So, so like my calories right now is around 2,200, 2,300 calories.
Right.
You go shopping for like a small pint of Ben and Jerry's ice cream, dude, that's 1,000 calories already. And it's like, that's half of my day. It's like, hell no, I'm not going to be eating this. So like, when you look at the calories, especially desserts and like donuts and the things that look the most delicious, it's like the worst for you.
Yeah. You know, and it's so funny I think about that. You know, I love going to Anthony's shop, and you know, I love those mochi donuts. Yeah, like it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I know that anytime I want to support them and eat that, I'm like, man, I just have to work out extra hard that day or the next day after just to make up for it. Just the way I feel about some certain foods. And I'm like, I love a good burger, but I know for a fact burgers can get to like 1,000 calories by itself. Just the burgers alone, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm totally just being more aware now. Just what to eat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, man, I have so much to talk about that, but I want to make sure we get through all the questions.
For sure.
But yeah, and that's the thing too. It's when you're more aware, you kind of know if something tastes way too good. You're just like, oh shit, what's the catch? It's like, oh man, it's probably has like so many calories. Because when you eat clean food, you know how like real food should taste like. It shouldn't taste like crazy good, but it should be like good. Like for me, bro, like after this, I'm still fasting, but like when I get hungry, I'll eat plain boiled eggs, sirloin steak. I mean, the sirloin steak that I get is like seasoned with salt and black pepper, but that's it. And then plain Greek yogurt with honey and granola. Like, dude, I eat that. I eat the same thing every single day, and I love it. It's so good to me. Right. So, yeah. So with that being said, man, let's talk numbers and visuals. So you're 3 months in. How much weight have you dropped, and what changes are you seeing in the mirror?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So I remember starting off at 154, then finishing the program, ended up at 142.
Yo, that's what's up.
And then, you know, it's a big change, right? And I'm still continuing those habits. So now I'm at 141 today, as of today.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'm still, still getting there, right?
Very
exciting. But when and I share this with you, and I was really excited when I just look at the mirror and, just look at my jawline, right? A lot more visible now than it was 3 months ago. And that was really exciting because I'm like, part of me thought that was not possible.
Really?
But then it's like, oh man, am I just gonna be like, it's the facial structure that I have now, and it's just gonna be the way it is the rest of my life. And then, losing the however many 12 pounds or whatever that I lost, noticed that on my face quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And overall body wise, I see it too, just like looking at pictures from then and then now. So very much, for sure the program helps. Like, there's no doubt that I don't like I said, I was already trying it. I wasn't seeing anything a whole lot different before the program, and then in 3 months, crazy change, right? I talked to Anthony, and he was like, "Oh, how much did you lose?" I'm like, 12 pounds. He's like, 12 pounds in a couple months that you joined. So yeah, he thought that was real impressive. So
yeah, that's sick, man. And for a lot of people, they just want to know the numbers, right? Like, how much weight did you lose? But man, it goes deeper than that, because for you especially, like, you weren't like crazy out of shape, you're just like, but for you, your own perceived like consciousness of your body is like, oh man, I'm not happy with how I look. Everyone's level of I'm not happy is different. Like, if I gain, like, for me, like my standards, if I start to gain a little bit of body fat, that might be, I might still be the physique of someone's dream physique. They might be like, oh, Johnny, your physique looks amazing. But I might be like, oh, man, like, I don't like it, man. Like, I got to do better because I know I can do better. So everyone's is different. So that's why, like, 12 pounds or 13 pounds now on paper, like, I've had other clients lose way more, but it makes sense because in terms of the percentage of their overall body weight.
Right.
But 13 pounds is still freaking amazing. And then the jawline, too. It's the thing about for men specifically. Like, I've noticed that we lose a lot of face fat as you're approaching like the 10 pounds. And it's just like, just describe that feeling, because I know exactly what you mean. Like, you look in the mirror and your face is like chiseled and you notice it and you're just like, oh shit, that's actually me. Like,
I know.
when did you start noticing the like just the face fat just going away?
You know, it's just the sense of extra confidence, right? Not saying I wasn't confident before, but it's just now that extra boost that I didn't think that was, you know, potentially possible because, you know, thought facial structure was just the way it is, and then seeing that change, you know, definitely gives you a sense of boost. And my girlfriend always jokes like, "Hey man, you can't just stay away from a mirror now. You just want to look at yourself." I'm like, well, I mean, I'm like the change that I had, I'm so happy with it. I'm like, how can I not look at myself? I'm just, you know, happy and proud of what I was able to achieve, you know. But I don't know, I'm messing with me, but it's just funny.
That's so funny.
I know.
That's so funny, man. And yeah, besides the physical changes, like, how has this impacted your energy, confidence, and just how you show up for your relationship, or just with your family, or just with your friends in social settings?
Yeah, no, I mean, a big factor of it is just, you know, I just feel a lot better now. Just like not feeling like crap as much as I did before.
Yeah.
You know, just having that extra energy now where I just didn't have before, for example, and just mentally, right? It's just a cascade effect for me now. I'm just like, okay, I got to keep this going. Well, even after the program now, I can't let myself ever go back to where I was before.
Yeah.
Because I've been just really thrilled about the progress, and that's kind of what helped me mentally as well.
Yeah, I love that, man. So, dude, I always preach that when you get in shape, it literally helps you in other areas of your life. Because once you start to build momentum in your fitness, you're just like, okay, what else can I do? Oh, I want to make more money. I want to get that job promotion. I want to start my business. I want to wear better clothes. I want to go out more. Especially like if you're single, it's like, oh, I want to meet women. I want to go more on dates, things like that. But I feel like my audience like doesn't resonate with me on that. I don't know why. So with you, do you feel like that's actually true, like as a lived experience when you started, like after this program, or like when you got those amazing results, do you feel like other areas of your life have improved?
For sure. I mean, just social, you know, relationship. I mean, for example, from my own personal experience, what improved was, you know, it was infectious because even my girlfriend started to do it too. Like she started getting, she doesn't like beef, right? Which is fine. And now she wants to do ground turkey and do burrito bowls with me. And, you know, like now she's trying to be a little bit more active too in the gym. Before she used to, you know, hate doing upper body exercises, you know, anything that's not lower body. And now, at least with me, now she's okay with doing it with me. So it definitely improved my aspect of my life in that way, just because, you know, I've been doing it. Now I have her doing some parts of it, maybe not to the extent that I did, but seeing that, and just clothing part, right? Like I told you, I don't second guess as much anymore with tighter clothing like I did previous years or months ago. So that's kind of what has changed and improved in my own life. But I don't disagree with you on what you were saying there in terms of like feeling motivated of going out, meeting, trying to obtain more dates and just meeting people in general.
Yeah.
Because before I met my current girlfriend, that's exactly how I felt when I was, real active.
Oh yeah.
Seeing
Like
them-
you felt like
yeah.
you're just like the man. Like you do
You
anything.
just feel on top of the world, right? You're just like, okay, I'm really active. I got the physique that I want.
Yeah.
Worked on everything else there, and now I just want to just put myself out there, or I feel more inclined to do that because of being a little bit more physically active.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I love that, dude. That actually makes me so happy, man. The fact that your girlfriend is like picking up on your habits because she sees you putting in the work. That made me so happy because you never even convinced her.
Right.
You never told her like, "Hey, I want you to do this with me." It's just like
no,
it's just your own thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, okay, wow, that's pretty cool. I want to get into it too." Like, oh man, I'm telling you, it's contagious. And habits are contagious because you could have negative habits, and whoever's around you, and for the most part, your partner is going to be around you the most.
For sure.
The habits are going to be contagious. So when you have that one person in the relationship that really sets the new standard, which your standard now is just being in shape, it's like it forces people to either level up or they'll stay the same. And there's going to be like, I just want to say there's tension. There's going to be tension there, Man, I love that, man. That's crazy. And how did having me in your corner and tracking everything through our fitness coaching app keep you accountable compared to when you're doing this just by yourself?
I mean, the big thing is just, before I'm like, oh, I don't need to do that today, or I could do that tomorrow. And then you know how that goes, right? You put it off and it just keeps going and going, and eventually you're just okay with not doing it. But having the app and having you in my back pocket, just checking in with me, saying, hey, did you do this like this? I like the accountability, right? Because before, when I was active, I had my buddy who was keeping me accountable. Was very tough loving our friendship and just saying, hey, I know you could do more than that. Don't. He has his way of motivating me. I think kind of shared it too. Just being really harsh with like, hey, you can do better than that. I know you can do better than that. Just, like, stop going easy on yourself. You gotta challenge yourself, stuff like that. But having that app, I think, helps because I'm so busy with work and sometimes I just don't think about it. But when I come home, I see that app reminds me saying, hey, you got to do X, Y, Z. I'm like, okay, I got to do this. I did done my job today, and then when I get home, I got to put in the work, and it helps keep me accountable that way. Both tracking my, the pounds of my body and just what I eat. And, especially, I think it was really helpful to have those days on the calendar and to show what else we got to do. So I just kind of mentally know how to plan that versus before, like, oh, wait, did I do that? Don't remember. Not sure. But now at least I can go back and do that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And what's so funny is I've been coaching for over 4 years now, like 4 years and 4 months. I just learned recently this year that the app like does the reminders for you. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that this whole time. Well, that's awesome. And the fact that, just you mentioning that you like to kind of like see like the week ahead, the 1 or 2 weeks ahead of the workouts and just the habits that I have planned for you guys. You felt like that was helpful for you?
Yeah, I know for me it's helpful. I know a lot of people might not like that as much, but I'm really, I'm very much of a planner, like on work and personal life.
Yeah.
Also, that definitely fits a lot with my lifestyle, so that's why I loved it. It just keeps you on track and keeps you on pace there. Yeah,
I agree with you, man, on that. A lot of the men that I'm coaching, they tend to do better. Like a lot of them, they work like desk jobs and like IT, so they kind of like to see the plan ahead and so they can plan. And I've noticed that the women I'm coaching, they're more spontaneous. It's like they kind of like do things on the fly. And, you know, I have to coach them differently, but, you know, it's totally cool. They can still get results like that. But yeah, that's awesome to hear, man. And I just got 2 more questions for you.
Yeah, for sure.
For this interview. I know it's going a little bit longer, but
That's not a problem.
For all the guys watching this right now, when I post this, who think online coaching is too expensive or that they don't have the time, what has the actual return on investment been for you? You don't have to speak specific numbers, but like, what do you feel like the investment that you put into this, like, how has it been worth it to you, just in general?
I mean, the way that I look at this, Johnny, is, you know, that money to me, that will always come back. But this change in lifestyle might not return in a way because, you know, life changes, right? Expecting things to happen in your life. And, you know, the financial investment to me was worth it because what I got out of this is a new sense of beginning and just having I wouldn't say a new identity, that's probably a word, but just revamping my mentality that kind of shaped all aspects of my life, beyond just the physical part of it, of course. So I really encourage a lot of guys to have that coaching, just because, hey, I know that for sure. I know there's a financial investment to it, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with what I got, and I have zero regrets with, you know, the investment that I made into this program, right? Because at the end of the day, I got what I wanted out of it. So I have no regrets on that. I know when it comes to timing, you know, I always believed in, if you want to, you'll find a way.
Yeah.
If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. And that's just the way I look at it. You know, as busy of a guy I am, you know, just for context of everyone else who might be watching, you know, 50, 60 hours weeks in the summer, waking up at, you know, like I told you, I get up and work every day. Sometimes I don't get up until 6 p.m. And I still find the time to make for myself. And I know it's different because, you know, not married or have kids, and I'm sure that's going to be a big factor for a lot of people. But even I have a coworker who is also doing a program, right? He has kids, he has a family, he's, you know, career-oriented guy, and he still finds time to work out. He told me he lost 20 pounds, which is great.
Crazy.
You know, like that's amazing. And just to be able to lose that much in a couple of weeks. But I think just any sort of coaching, whether it's online or in personal, totally worth it for me. So that's just kind of how I feel about it personally.
Yeah, I love that, man. I appreciate the honesty with that. And you're definitely right on that. Like, the finances are just a tool. It's like, okay, yeah, you got finances, right? Especially if you have like a stable job. It's like, sure, you can try it out on your own, but it's like, and I won't lie, like, not everyone needs coaching. Some people can really do this on their own.
For sure, yeah.
But how I like to see it is like, it's a premium service where if you want to get things done faster with a better structure, so there's less guesswork and there's less problems that you deal with, plus you get a community of people and it's a more enjoyable route.
For sure.
That's what the coaching is for. So I kind of like to see it as like a car wash. I could wash my own car manually. I could clean inside, like interior detailing, which I'm about to do pretty soon. But it's like, oh God, do I want to do that? Do I want to take out the mask? Do I want to do the vacuuming? I'd rather just take it into the shop and just like rest and work in my business while like they do it, because they're better at it and they've done it longer. And so it's like, yeah, so that's how I see it. And and your coworker too, having kids and a whole family and still being busy and still being able to lose weight and be healthy. I literally have so many clients right now who have so many kids and they're just like so busy. So you're right. It's okay. Sure, that's your reality. What are you gonna do about it? Are you still gonna stay out of shape? You know, it sounds harsh, but it's like, okay, sure, this is your reality. What are you gonna do about it? some people it's harder for some people, but that doesn't mean that you can't make the baby steps to get to where you want to get to.
For sure.
All right, man. I kept you here for a very long time.
You're good. I really enjoyed talking about the experience, and when we set up this meeting, I was excited to share at least my part of it and my of being with the program. So hopefully it could just have other people just think about it. Don't have to make a decision right away, but
for sure, yeah, for sure. This is an awesome interview, and I got one more question, and then we can get out of here.
For sure.
If there's a man sitting on the fence right now, just watching this video, he got to this part, wondering, oh man, should I book a call with Johnny? Should I DM Johnny? Should I join the program? What would you tell him?
Hey man, I would just say it doesn't hurt to try, just to talk. It doesn't hurt to just have a 30-minute conversation with somebody. Even in my field of work, same idea, right? Just having a conversation with a professional who has done it before, who knows what they're doing. Doesn't hurt to get that information and just get a little preview. You never know what could change in your life, and I think all it takes is maybe that 30-minute conversation that can change your lifestyle. So, with you, that's what happened to me, right? Had a conversation with you, told you what I kind of wanted to do. You gave me some guidance, and that ultimately kind of shifted me forward in terms of that. So if you're on the fence about it, just really think of where you are right now, and just, for me, it's better. I'm sure other people might think the same way, but I think it's worth it if you just give it a shot, and just try it out. But
cool. Awesome. I appreciate that. And you're definitely right. It's like, worst case, you talk and you're just like, oh, okay, this is not for me.
Exactly.
Like I don't convince anyone on the call, like, yo, join my program.
Yeah. And I never felt that from you. It was more so, hey, this is, what I do. This is who I am. This is, what we could do. But I never, when I was talking to you a couple months ago, I never felt the sense of like, oh, you have to do this or else you're never gonna get what you want. I never felt that pressure from you, which is great, right?
Yeah, like the hardcore selling and like, it's so funny.
You weren't like a car salesman or anything, so I know that scares a lot of people.
Sure.
But no, just the sense of being able to help others change their life is the biggest thing for me. So
cool, man. I appreciate that. And then one last thing. It's not a question, but I just wanted to say a comment about the accountability partners that you have. And this, I hear this from a lot of people. It's different when you actually have finances in the game, because like you can get any friend to be like, hey, let's hold each other accountable, right? But it's like there's no real consequence because there's no like finances in the game. And I'm not saying that people have to spend something, but what's proven is when you do invest and you're putting skin in the game, it's like, okay, now you actually mentally expect to get something out of it now. So it's like, okay, I'm betting on yourself. Like the finances is proof to yourself that, wow, this shit is real. Like we got to do this now. So, I mean, even for me, like even, people who invest into fitness coaching, I recently invested into more business coaching. It's scary, man. It's like, there's like different levels to this, but again, it's about who you become. And bro, Sina, just genuinely like proud of your results. And you've literally demonstrated exactly what I wanted you to get out of the program, where even when you're out of the program, you just became this new person to where you still want to continue the habits. Because I know you don't want to go back, but then you legitimately learn the habits to keep you where you are and to keep getting better too. So it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, again, the accountability part, and just for myself, and it's just getting those results, seeing it before, like full blown like practically when I flex now, like almost a 6-pack. Like it's like it's that crazy. Before I never thought that could even be possible for me, you know.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, but again,
Crazy.
I've been very appreciative and grateful for all the information and all the guidance that you provided for me throughout these past 3 months. So I think anyone, again, just on the fence, worth it for sure.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the words, man. Thank you for your time, Sina. This is it for the client interview. But after this, I'm going to remove you from the app so you can just, you don't have to sign back into the app. But yeah, man, thank you for your time. And if you ever got any questions too, just moving forward, just hit me up. I'd be happy to give you some tips on that. But yeah, other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm sure I'll see you around at some point. So
yeah. Awesome, man. All right, man. Take care.
You too. See ya.
See ya.